Wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On play action, now Carr. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, Cottrell. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Carr. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Newton. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Newton. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
8 yards to go on second down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 33.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Newton. Hard throw, incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw, Newton. Escaping the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Kaminsky able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have... Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. Touchdown Panthers. Tommy Trimble with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish. But you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's 2nd down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And Patterson will not return it. Comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. He's checking.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson, and he is going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be first down Atlanta. Now they'll throw with Carr. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Dante Jackson picks it. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 38, Newton.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
2nd and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
To throw, it's Carr. the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
2nd and 10.
To throw his car. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will give the football first. Second half action underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On play action, Mariota. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times, any step, just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Newton to throw. And that will be incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far. And they come away with nothing.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From midfield, here's Carr.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage.
That'll bring up second down. Here's Carr to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now a give, right side. Cottrell, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on a touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is incomplete.
Tommy Tremble, the intended target.
Third down here. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Newton now to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Looking deep downfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
John Kaminsky able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Carr going to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sims. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Steven Sims Jr. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Jackson now to return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 6.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Out of the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Foy Sade Aluakin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to open.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Troy Pride.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. On 2nd and 12, Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Come on, guys, let's go!
And they will take a knee here. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Newton. Finds the open target, Arnold. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Newton to throw. That caught by Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Panthers, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at